Welcome back to Virginia International Raceway, the Bosch Engineering 250 weekend, the Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup season opener. Early in the year, 2010, Copeland back in front. Rampelberg in the 4 car. His teammate in the 84 car is Cooper. They're second and third. Justin Piscatell at fourth. And he's got to be getting a little frustrated, I would think, Elliot.
Well, I would think so. He was able to hold on to this, race a little bit back and forth with his teammate, but just doesn't seem to have anything for this front 3 guys. He just seems to be just back a little bit.
Rampelberg will try Copeland on the outside, down the front straightaway, measuring him probably for the final lap. The way this has played out so far, with 16 on the board, we know we've only got 3 or 4 more laps of racing here today. You've got to be thinking about what do you do in that final lap?
Oh, you have to be, because the last lap is where all the money is, and you have to cross the finish line first. So how do you get there? What can I do? Where do I need to be at what part in the lap? And how do you position yourself to be in that spot? Because it's hard. You say, well, gee, I don't want to lead this lap, but it's your turn to lead. So, you've got to be right in the place. I think you've got to think ahead.
Copeland out in front, heading toward turn 4 and 5 and up the backstretch. Rampelberg is second, Cooper third, Piscatell is fourth, Evans fifth, and Matt Pombo from Atlanta, the 0-1. He's caught back up to this lead group of cars.
He has. Maybe whatever was causing us some trouble earlier has fixed itself. Sometimes that'll happen, but it's interesting that he had dropped off the pace quite a way and then is back on them.
So Copeland up through the S's.
Looks
Lap
like
traffic could be a factor here, yeah.
Yeah, I was just noticing that myself, that these guys are going to come up on the lap traffic, and with these guys running so close, a lap car could be a big thing for the end of this race.
Coming to Oak Tree, that signature right-hand corner, big sweeper at the top of the racetrack here at VIR. Copeland leading. Well, you can't afford a mistake at this stage of the game. Evans, now Pombo to the inside, takes 5th away.
Yeah, we'll see if Pombo still has that issue up the straightaway, if he can hold Evans off up the straightaway, or whether he catches up with, actually it looks like he's dropping back at this time from Piscatell.
Top 4 seem to have moved away a little bit. You've got Copeland in the white 7 car. Then the 2 AMG machines, Rampelberg and Cooper. Battle for the lead. Here comes Rampelberg. He's going to try it. Cooper doesn't know quite which way to go.
No, he keeps trying something, but he's not able to get up into position to get into that second place. He's so close, gets up side by side, but can't actually make the move.
Justin Piscatell in the 89 is going to be a very busy young man this season at age 20. He's gotten a ride as well in Grand Am competition in the Continental Tire division of Grand Am. He's running a Mazda 3 back there with Jason Saney. So look at, 1 car off. Is that Pombo?
That's Pombo.
Wow, Pombo with damage to the rear bumper cap of the 0-1. The Pombo Racing 0-1 machine in some trouble off the final corner. One more look.
We don't see what happens, but boy, you can tell it rained. The coming around that corner, you have to stay wide open in that corner from very early, and it does use the whole road, and it looks like he used a little more than he figured on using.
Had to be some contact there. It looked like the right rear corner of that car was damaged, so perhaps he and Evans rubbed on each other a little bit.
Yeah, because you wouldn't think that would come loose by going out in the grass and water, but maybe he did get a little help, and maybe he just got a little bit sideways.
Michael Vitarelli meantime in the 68, the high-rise fire entry. Now we've been on board with Vitarelli a bunch of times here. One of the AMG cars, he gets off, gets it pointed in the right direction. Take a look from his onboard here.
Comes in, gets up, just back end stepped out, and that's an off-camber turn at that spot at the end of the straightaway, and it's a little bit of a tough turn. You carry a little more speed.
There it is. He got taken out by the 6.
Actual fact is that'll also do it.
Richard Watson getting into Vitarelli, turning him around there. They'd had a good battle for position going toward the back of the field. 16 complete. It's still Rampelberg out in front. Copeland is second now. Our scoring summary, top of your screen, just before that lead change occurred. Third spot belongs to Cooper. And here's Piscatell on the inside, gunning for third.
It's not going to be a good place to do it there, but it looks like he's getting a little racy here at the end. He's got something for these guys, so maybe he does have something for the end of the race.
Justin Piscatell, I know he's anxious to get up front and contend for the win. Brad Rampelberg just taking the lead back again from Dean Copeland. These two have swapped the lead a bunch here today. And 1 car off, the 29 in some difficulty. That's David Walker out of Dallas, the Pavecon 29. He was running back in 17th spot. That's one of the Team MER entries. He gets it gathered up on the grass. Take a look at the onboard here.
Yeah, it looks like just came in, locked up the brakes, got too deep, won't turn, and then once you hit the grass, you can't do anything with the car out there.
So Walker keeps it off the tire barrier. He'll get it back in low gear, try to drive back onto the racetrack for the last couple of laps. Top 5 cars locked up in a draft here. Piscatell and Nick Evans running 4th and 5th. Leader is Rampelberg. Copeland runs 2nd. Let's get an update from pit road downstairs to Derek.
Tony Silva is the crew chief for Brad Rampelberg. Is your race strategy working out the way you planned it?
Well, it is. We're driving our hearts out, and Dean is just giving us a run for the money. Copeland, he's known as, he's talented, but he's young and he's very aggressive, and I'm scared to death right now that, they're going to hit each other, but we're just fighting it out, trying to stay ahead by the end.
Guys, it's a dogfight at the front of the field.
Yeah, it's going to be a dogfight all the way to the end by the look of it, and I think that Copeland has actually been very clean on his driving, and I haven't seen him make any kind of mistakes here. So I think they're going to have a good race to the end, and but one mistake by those guys up front. Cooper's in there.
White flag being shown the leaders. Blue car Rampelberg, the AMG 4 car is your leader. Copeland in that white. Copeland, he gets a bump from behind. Cooper gets into him. He doesn't turn him though.
No, that was close, but Piscatell is trying to take advantage of that now. It looks like Rampelberg got a little bit of a lead out of that too.
Brad Rampelberg trying to keep it pointed in the right direction last time around this 3¼ mile racetrack. Copeland trying to hang with him in 2nd. Lap traffic could be a problem up in front. Our Playboy playmaker of the race is Dean Copeland. He's led 7 laps so far. We'll see if he can lead the money lap. Final trip around VIR.
And here we're coming up on slow traffic going up the S's. This could be a problem unless that car is fast enough to not hold up anybody at this time. It looks like he's going to hold up everybody, if anyway, because he's not going to get by before you go there. But Copeland is right in the right spot to get that draft up the straightaway and get by the looks of this.
Christine Crane up ahead, newcomer to the series and to pro racing. She is a lap down to the leaders. Moves out of the way as they head toward Oak Tree.
Yeah, it's getting out of the way very well because this is an important time for all the other guys at the end of the race like this. And we've got a tight series of guys coming on the the back straight now.
Your leader is Rampelberg. Copeland in the white 7 car in 2nd. 3rd is Cooper. And you've got Piscatell and Evans. The lap car of Christine Crane. Final time around. Top 5 trying to settle things today. The Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup season opener at VIR.
Now Copeland's going to make his pass coming up the straight. And it looked like Rampelberg moved over a little bit, but not far enough. Copeland still got by. And he's going to hold it into the last section. Now it's just God to not make a mistake through this section here.
Rampelberg right there trying to decide what to do as they come down to the left-hander part of the S's. Rampelberg draws up alongside Copeland.
He's trying everything he can, but he can't make a little bit of a bubble because it's going to cost him some spot here, at least from Cooper.
Cooper is 3rd. Piscatell is 4th off the final corner. Copeland coming down the main straightaway to the checkered flag. Rampelberg on the outside's going to triumph. Brad Rampelberg in the blue 4 car going for the victory, and Rampelberg by a fender steals the win in the season opener.
That's unbelievable because they hadn't been able to do that the whole rest of the race. Get by that time.
Contact. Harrison Williams and Jimmy Burke for 11th. There's contact. Williams off backwards. Burke into the dirt. He'll get it back on the racetrack. Burke may prevail in that red machine. Brad Rampelberg wins in car number 4.
What a finish. Everywhere, what a finish.
Wow, incredible run to the checkered flag. Todd Lamb, last year's champion, congratulates Tony Silva at VIR.